My friends, whenever we're talking about quality and quantity, I don't know about you, but this is what I've heard through my upbringing. When I'm growing up through school, they'd always say, do it nice or do it twice. Daniel, you would rather want to make one good picture than 4 mediocre ones, right? And I said, that makes total sense. I 100% agree. Quality over quantity. Until I started listening to a guy by the name of Gary Vaynerchuk. And Gary basically said this. So, the argument was, quality is subjective, while quantity is objective. So let's break this down. Let's say I come out with 3 YouTube videos this week. You, me, and Bill can all agree that that's 3. 3 is 3 is 3. It doesn't matter what language we're speaking in. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter what's what, how we're saying it. 3 is 3 is 3. It is objective. It is non-negotiable. There is no doubt. But the moment when you talk about quality, I could post a video and say, this is the greatest video of all time. Someone else could listen to it here, 6 out of 10. Someone else could listen to it, like, no, Dale, you were totally in a different part of town. 3 out of 10. Right? So at this part, when people make the argument, oh, quality over quantity, it's like, but who defines what quality is? Is it yourself? Is it the experts in the field? Is it your friends, your family? Now, don't get me wrong, there are obvious ones. If we're talking about painting and you want to draw a couple of stick figures instead of the Mona Lisa, I understand. I'm not saying quantity above quality. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying they're both of equal importance, right? And the reason is, which this is, again, all ideas from Gary Vaynerchuk, was the idea of quality is this, right? Quality over quantity stems from the idea of, well, instead of wasting my time, starting again 3 times or starting again 4 times, I'll put all my time into one piece of work, into one song, into one piece of art, into one dance choreography, rather than putting all my eggs in different baskets, then I will absolutely nail it. And I'll come out with, let's say for my case, 1 YouTube video a week. Well, the other guy is over there and he's coming out with 3 YouTube videos a week. Now you're thinking, well, Daniel, obviously yours are going to be better quality. But once again, my friends, that is subjective. And then I feel like that gets into the conversation of, can it ever be perfect? Can a piece of artwork ever be perfect? Can a song ever be perfect? Can a YouTube video ever be perfect? I know myself, I'm almost never satisfied with my videos. Don't get me wrong. For what they are right now, 2 thumbs up. But I could, if you were to tell me, Daniel, which of your videos is perfect? I would say none. The lighting could always be better. I could have always said a better word. I could have not mumbled here. I could have mentioned this example. It could always be better. Something else could have always been changed. And can you relate to that at all? Like if you're thinking about in terms of music, in terms of like a performance that you had, right? It could always be better. Thus, when you're thinking about perfection, it can seem really, really far away. And what if the reason why you don't release content, the reason why you don't perform, your guitar, the reason why you don't do your craft is because you're waiting to be perfect. But perfect might be 3, 4, 5, 6 months, or it might not even be possible, depending on what your idea of perfect is. So let's say I put out 1 video once a week, and I think it's good quality. Meanwhile, Tom over here is putting out 3 videos a week. Tom would argue that he's getting in more practice and he's getting in more experience, because every time he's editing a new video and he's messing around with the lighting and he's uploading it, he's learning and he's becoming better. So after 2 weeks, I've uploaded 2 videos in total. After 2 weeks, Tom has uploaded 6. He has uploaded triple the amount that I have. Now, again, you can take this video uploading and I want you to apply it to whatever area of your life that this makes sense in. But just this idea of he's done triple what I've done. Don't you think that in the long term, again, not short term. Short term, you might look at them, these 2 are really good. Out of those 6, maybe only 3 of them are kind of good. In the long term, when we're looking at practice and experience and learning new things, even if you don't agree, do you understand how putting out 6 pieces of content over 2 weeks, the sheer practice of it can make that individual better? Thus, when a month is gone, he's put out 12 pieces of content. And even though, let's say, the first 2 or 3 were nothing special, it's the constant work, the consistency, which eventually leads to him skyrocketing in growth and in knowledge and in experience. So in one sense, quality is super important. You want to make sure that everything you're giving out, everything is valuable. Everything people can take something away from it. It's worthwhile. But on the other side, it's, you want to get those bad boys out there. Now, I always relate to posting content. So for example, looking at whether YouTube videos or social media posts or whatever, I get to a point where I start thinking, oh, this video is not good enough. I don't look good enough. This topic, I didn't hit it on the nail as good as I could have, and just working on that, as opposed to thinking, you know what? Even if it's not a 10 out of 10 video, at the time, I did the best that I could. Obviously, hindsight bias being that we look back and things become clear to us, but only because they've already happened. But in the moment, you couldn't see it. So you look back and go, you know what? At the time, it was a 10 out of 10. Sure, now looking back at it, it's only like a 7.5, but does that mean I shouldn't post anything until I get that 10 out of 10? Man, that might be 6 months from now. As opposed to, you know what? Yeah, this is a 7 out of 10. At the time, I did the best that I could. Let me post it. And let me do another one. And let me do another one. And let me do another one. Next thing you know, I've done 10 of them. And now I'm really good. Now I'm really comfortable. Now there's no script. Now I'm getting better with lighting. Now I'm getting better with talking, with holding contact. And just the sheer experience, the sheer practice has been extremely rewarding in terms of long-term gain.